Chapter 1. Entering the Abyss. The sound of clanging metal doors echoes through the cavernous hallways of Rivertown Correctional Facility, a stark reminder that life as they knew it has irrevocably changed. Inmates recount their arrival, a cacophony of emotions flooding their minds: fear, confusion, and an overwhelming sense of loss. Marcus Mace Thompson recalls the pit in his stomach as he stepped through the gates, encountering the harsh realities of his new existence. Everything felt foreign, like I was walking into a nightmare I couldn't wake up from, he reflects. In a diary entry, Elena Martinez describes her initial shock at the bleak surroundings, noting the oppressive silence that blankets the facility. "You feel invisible here, like you're just part of the walls," she writes. As they navigate this new world, the inmates begin to grapple with their bleak futures, setting the stage for the emotional journeys that lie ahead. Chapter 2. The Struggle for Survival. Mace's first days in Rivertown felt like stepping into a war zone. The cacophony of clanging metal gates and shouted commands was overwhelming, drowning out his own racing thoughts. In his diary, he recalls the stark reality of survival. Trust no one and watch your back. The words resonate with fear and the desperate instinct to protect himself amid rival gangs and hardened criminals. As he navigates the violent undercurrents of prison life, Mace finds himself making difficult choices, clinging to his gang ties for safety. He reflects on missed opportunities outside these walls, haunted by the weight of his decisions. "Every day is a fight, not just for my safety but for my humanity," he notes, revealing the inner battle between his survival instincts and a yearning for redemption. Amid the bleakness, Mace begins to understand that change may be his only true escape. Chapter 3. The Art of Expression. In the dimly lit art room of Rivertown Correctional Facility, the clatter of brushes against canvas fills the air as Elena finds solace in creativity. Through her diary, she describes how art becomes her lifeline, transforming her pain into vibrant colors. "Each stroke is a piece of my heart," she writes, reflecting on the beauty she strives to capture amidst despair. Elena's creations reveal layers of her past, the chaos of her former life, and the flickers of hope she dares to envision. As she paints, Elena shares her growing realization that art transcends the prison walls, connecting her to a world outside. The sound of other inmates' laughter in the background as they engage in art classes highlights the camaraderie forming between them. In this shared space of vulnerability, Elena learns that expression can forge bonds, offering a glimpse of redemption through creativity. Here, amid the aging brick, new beginnings unfold. Chapter 4. Finding Connection. In this chapter, the bond between Mace and Elena deepens during their art classes, revealing the transformative power of friendship within the confines of Rivertown. Over the gentle sound of brushes on canvas, Mace's introspection grows as he shares his fears of judgment rooted in his gang past. Elena, with her vibrant creations, encourages Mace to express his emotions, allowing him to confront his vulnerabilities. Their joint diary entries resonate with themes of trust and healing as they discuss their shared experiences of loss and regret. Mace's hardened exterior begins to soften as he witnesses Elena's passion for art, a stark contrast to his own life of violence. In quiet moments, they exchange stories, dreams, and glimpses of their pasts, illustrating how meaningful connections can flourish even in the bleakest environments. Their evolving perspectives not only foster personal growth, but also kindle a sense of hope for redemption and change. Chapter 5. Mentorship and Meaning. In the dimly lit common room, Tommy Wells captures the attention of younger inmates, his gentle demeanor and wisdom bridging the gap between anger and understanding. Having navigated his own mistakes that led to a crime of passion, Tommy reflects on the profound responsibility he feels as a mentor. His daily diary entries unveil the stories of inmates who have passed through his life, those who sought guidance, comfort in vulnerability, and encouragement to change. He recalls intimate moments during group therapy sessions, where raw emotions surface. Inmates reveal their regrets and aspirations, forming connections in their shared struggles. Tommy's patient listening encourages authenticity, fostering a space where hope can flourish amidst despair. As he writes, the lessons he imparts resonate. True strength lies not in dominance, but in humility and the courage to confront one's past. In this chapter, mentorship evolves into a lifeline, sculpting new identities from the remnants of old ones. Chapter 6: Regrets and Revelations. In the dimly lit group therapy room, tension hangs in the air as inmates take turns sharing their deepest regrets. Mace's voice trembles as he recounts his life of crime, revealing not only a desire for respect and power, but also the pain of lost friendships and family ties. He struggles with the ghosts of his past, haunted by the lives his actions have shattered. Elena, with tears in her eyes, speaks of her misguided choices and the fractured relationship with her younger brother. Art became her means of escape, but the bitterness of lost time gnaws at her. Tommy, offering gentle encouragement, reveals his own remorse over a moment of rage that led to tragedy, hoping to inspire others to confront their pain. As stories unfold, a sense of catharsis permeates the room, prompting the inmates to embrace their vulnerabilities and find strength in shared struggles. Chapter 7: Voices of Hope. In the quiet corners of Rivertown Correctional Facility, the anticipation for the upcoming talent show builds among the inmates. Sarah, the prison psychologist, meticulously documents their excitement and fears, revealing how this event serves as a beacon of hope. Each inmate reflects on their unique talents, from singing and poetry to dance and storytelling, pouring their dreams and vulnerabilities into their preparations. Elena, with her artistic flair, leads a workshop where inmates create visual art to express their feelings and stories. Mace, initially skeptical, begins to channel his emotions into a haunting poem about redemption. The sound of laughter mingles with nervous chatter as the rehearsal room transforms into a supportive space. Through their voices, the inmates find a sense of belonging and unity, breaking down barriers while nurturing the hope that, within those four walls, they can still strive for something greater. The energy is palpable, setting the stage for a night of profound transformation. Chapter 8: The Night of Performance. The air in Rivertown Correctional Facility buzzed with anticipation as the night of the talent show arrived. Inmates gathered in the dimly lit auditorium, their faces glowing with a blend of excitement and nervousness. Mace and Elena took to the stage, ready to share their artistic expressions. Mace, once a hardened gang leader, stood confidently, his voice steady as he recited a powerful poem about resilience and loss. Elena followed, showcasing a series of poignant sketches that captured the beauty of hope amidst despair. The audience, a mix of inmates and guards, erupted in applause, creating an unlikely sense of community. Laughter and cheers filled the room as fellow inmates showcased their various talents, singing, dancing, and storytelling. Amidst the performances, barriers faded, and for one magical evening, the prison walls softened, allowing raw emotions to flow freely. The night became a beacon of healing, illuminating their paths toward redemption. Chapter 9: Facing the Mirror. In a dimly lit room of Rivertown Correctional Facility, the atmosphere is charged with vulnerability as inmates gather for a crucial group therapy session led by Sarah. Each participant, including Mace, Elena, and Tommy, braves the emotional weight of their pasts, sharing truths that have long been buried. Mace speaks of betrayal and lost friendships, his voice cracking under the pressure of regret. Elena's eyes glisten with tears as she reveals the pain of her choices and the loved ones she's hurt. Tommy, in his compassionate manner, shares his own story of impulsive decisions, emphasizing the impact of his actions on his family. The room resonates with raw honesty as echoes of laughter and anger intertwine, creating a tapestry of shared experiences. As each inmate faces their mirror, the atmosphere becomes one of mutual understanding and support, illuminating the path toward healing and the possibility of redemption. Chapter 10: The Weight of Choice. As the day of the parole hearings approaches, a palpable tension fills Rivertown Correctional Facility. Mace sits in his cell, the echo of clanging metal doors reverberating in his mind. He reflects on his past choices, each decision etched in the fabric of his life. He writes in his diary, "Freedom is a double-edged sword. It offers hope but weighs heavy with uncertainty." Mace shares a poignant conversation with Tommy, who reminds him that redemption often begins with vulnerability. Meanwhile, Elena pens her fears about being judged by the world outside. The memories of her past haunt her, taunting the possibility of rejection. The inmates gather to discuss their upcoming hearings, exchanging nervous glances and whispered fears. Each one grapples with the question, am I deserving of a second chance? The collective anxiety underscores a universal truth. The path to freedom is lined with the weight of choices made and the hope of a brighter future. Chapter 11. Plans for Reintegration. As the reality of potential freedom looms closer, Mace, Elena, and Tommy gather in the library, a rare oasis of quiet amid the prison's chaos. Each pulls out their diaries, a mix of anticipation and anxiety palpable in the air. Mace reflects on his youth, filled with missed opportunities. He dreams of starting a youth outreach program to guide others away from the path he took. Elena's pages overflow with sketches of vibrant murals she hopes to create in her community, envisioning art as a bridge between past mistakes and new beginnings. Tommy, with his nurturing spirit, shares his aspiration to mentor young men recently released from prison, hoping to impart wisdom he wishes he had received. Their collective dreams intertwine, revealing a powerful resolve to reshape not just their own destinies, but to inspire change in others, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit amidst the shadows of their pasts. Chapter 12. The Day of Reckoning. The day of the parole hearings dawns, heavy with anticipation and anxiety. Mace sits with his fellow inmates, the atmosphere charged with a mix of hope and dread. The sound of rattling chains and echoing footsteps fills the air, amplifying the gravity of the moment. As each inmate's name is called, hearts race and nerves fray. Mace reflects on his journey, days lost to anger and nights spent wrestling with regret. Through whispered conversations, the men share their dreams of freedom, but the weight of their pasts looms large. In a moment of vulnerability, Mace reveals to his peers that he has come to see his life differently. He is ready to embrace change. The clamor of the prison fades as thoughts turn inward, revealing not just fear of the unknown, but an earnest desire for redemption. Today is more than a hearing. It's a turning point, a reckoning with their choices and futures. Chapter 13. Freedom's Embrace. The day of reckoning dawned, filled with a blend of apprehension and hope. Mace stood before the heavy prison gates, anxiety coursing through him as he awaited the final decision on his parole. The sound of the gates creaking open resonated in his chest, a metaphorical heartbeat echoing freedom. As he stepped out into the world, the sunlight felt foreign, yet exhilarating against his skin. With mixed emotions, he saw his family waiting. A blend of excitement and uncertainty mingled in their expressions. While Mace desired to embrace them, he felt the weight of his past pressing down on him, a shadow he couldn't shake off. Elena shared her release moment too, feeling the thrill of a second chance but grappling with the daunting challenge of reintegration. Together, they experienced a profound mix of joy and trepidation, realizing that freedom was not merely a state of being, but an ongoing journey of healing and transformation.